Hey, hello everybody. Danny Shay out of his bathrobe in the afternoon trying to throw something up on YouTube. I'm just having a rough time with it today. I don't know what it is. But anyway, let's just get on with it. Thank you to my subscribers, my existing, my new, the ones that are just checking me out. Every night before I go to sleep, I pull a card. So when I wake up at 2 in the morning, I'm not thinking about Rand Paul and what a knucklehead he is. This is the card I got. It's the journey. And when I focused in on this card, I looked at that. The owl spreading its wings, just kind of giving me a little bit of hope, a little bit of sunlight. It's good. It's all good. This morning, this card took on a whole nother meaning when I saw that it was Holocaust Remembrance Day. And I see this woman in reverence, in sadness, and yet I still see the owl in the sun. So in this journey that we deal with, we see this pain, these injustices, and it's so unforgivable. I guess that's the word. And I struggle with how do I even go? How do I even talk about this? So I'm not going to. I'm going to let the cards talk. So I'm going to use the good tarot on this, and I'm just going to pull 3. Let's see what we get. Okay. Let's see what we get. Because my heart is, it's like just broken. And before I get to the 3 cards, Ann Ortelli's, the Astrology Hub, she goes, our emotional scale is going to be between 2 and 200. And it depends on how we manage, how we deal with the stimulus that we're getting. And so my news feed with the Holocaust victims, that sent me to 200. I mean, emotionally, I'm just like, how can we as human beings do this? But it's a journey. It's our journey. It's this card. It's light and dark. So watch the stimulus that we're getting. And how do we manage it? And how are we going to go on from here with this information? So going back to the good tarot, 3 cards. In remembrance, just how do we deal? What do you want to say to us with 3 cards? Wow. Okay, I should warn you. I'm going to move the camera so you can close your eyes. Somebody said, your table's giving me vertigo. I don't know what to do. Sorry. All right. Can you all see that? 4 of air. You think there's a lot of sadness in there? A lot of retreat? Just so much. And here we have the 9 of fire, 9 of wands. Just, it's hard. It's hard to deal with that information. But in this deck, we can see the stars. We see the light, but it's in this darkened cave energy. Could be clouds, could be a cave. And then as we come out of it, the page of water, this young, lighter energy. At first you think she's skipping on water, but no, she's like a mermaid. It's the innocence lost, I think. It's the passions that we take so for granted. And they're so fleeting. Look at, they're so fleeting right in here. And it's the reflection. It's the remembrance. Okie dokie. Thank you. Let's just to switch the energy a little bit, because it's very difficult. It's just very, and it's not, anyway. Let's pull 2 shamanic healing cards on this. See what they have to say. How can we heal from this? How can we heal? New day. New day. How can we heal? Well, we can remember that that was in the past. This is a new day. Don't let that happen again. And it's 11, the master number. New beginnings. So we have a new day, new beginnings, and we have retreat. I almost didn't pull this card. It's kind of separate from these two, I feel. And I think this retreat is not so much retreating from a memory. I think it's more retreating from the pain. And it's moving into the remembrance of the loss with reverence and kindness and what they brought into our lives. Not the pain, but the joy of when they were around. But there is a retreat of something. And I'm not quite sure what that is. All right. Let's shift gears. Let's shift some gears. And let's move into some politics. Okay. What are the Republicans doing with the Senate? Rand Paul, Mitch McConnell. Rand Paul says it's unconstitutional. Mitch McConnell says, wait. Oh, now we've waited too long. It doesn't matter. That's too far in the past. It's not too far in the past. Clearly, as that read that we were just talking about, it can never be too far in the past. So what is going on with this Senate unconstitutional. I mean, doesn't it really bother you unless you're, criminal or something, or I don't know. But when people hide behind a technicality, if they did something wrong, they did something wrong. And they hide behind a technicality of it. And that's what they're using the Constitution for, a technicality, in my humble opinion. And you can tell the intensity scale that I'm feeling right now is high. Ay, ay, ay. All right, what is going on with the Republicans in the Senate? Rand Paul. I wonder what his daddy thinks of him. Ron Paul. Rand Paul, what is going on with you in saying it's unconstitutional to hold Donald Trump accountable? They go, they take everything out of context, and it's very similar to using a technicality to get out of what they did wrong. Every time they use the word fight, no, it's not the word fight that's a problem. It's the context and where he used it. Over and over and over again. I'm going to go down there with you and fight with you. And then he goes to his bunker, eats a cheeseburger. Goes, dang it, I wanted pickles on my cheeseburger. They didn't get it to me. And he's not concerned. All right. Republicans, what is going on with you in this Senate? What are you trying to do in this Senate? Talk to me. What is going on with the Republicans in the Senate regarding impeachment? Lovers. A bunch of lovers. They're in a little bubble. It's what they're in. You have Temperance. Three of Swords, heartbreak. Two of Wands, making choices. And see that bubble there? They got that bubble in their hand. It's not a big bubble. It's a little bubble. Their circle of support is getting very small. At the top of the reading, you have, to me, in this deck, this is my fountain deck. This card is a movement card, but it's in two different directions. Two different factions going two different ways. And we're talking about the Republicans. And here we have the Three of Wands. In this deck, when you look at this Three of Wands, it's not like looking overseas, counting your ships as they come in and out of harbor, overseas connections. It's pulling two wands together into one wand. That's in the potential near future. So who is that? Who's that person pulling those wands together? Is it the two different factions of the Republican Party coming together to say no impeachment? Or is this a Lisa Murkowski type person going, you guys, come on. What happened was clearly wrong. Four of Cups. Little meditative time. This is the internal forces going on. Not really looking at the cup up here. You don't see that? Not really looking at the cup that's being offered. External factors. The world's looking at this. The world is looking at how our democracy is going to stay. Hopes and fears. We hope that truth is coming to bring us a new start, a new way of looking at things. Judgment. Whatever the Republicans are doing, they are going to be judged for this. And to me, this is a Democratic celebration. In other decks, it's 3 women dancing together. And I think that there are more women in the Democratic Congress than there are Republican women in the Democratic Congress. I mean, what did I just say? I think there are more women in the Democrat caucuses than there are in the Republican caucuses. And if it were Republicans, they'd be holding up guns. Did I just say that? Come on. What's the matter with me? Let's see if we can figure out who that person is pulling those cords, those wands. Okay. And for this, I'm using my 5-cent tarot. See if we can get a clarification on that. In the potential near future, somebody is going to be pulling 2 factions together into one. Is this the divided Republicans, or is this Democrats or Republicans coming over to the Democratic side to bring balance? It's just not 2 people. Let's bring balance to the whole group of people. Adam Schiff had something on Twitter, was it yesterday, talking about unity. Unity is about coming together, not just beating somebody up because they don't agree with you. Who is this person in the 3 of Wands? Who is this person in the 3 of Wands? Four of Needles. So this 4 of Swords, it's, just like well, it's 1 more than 3. So it's recuperation, it's sickness. King of Needles, reversed. Ay, ay, ay. So is this King of Swords the powerful truth, the all-knowing truth, is upside down? So is that guy the upside down truth? Poor leader. Oh my gosh. So here's what I'm getting with this. And maybe it's me just wishing too much. In the potential near future, it's the Republicans that are trying to pull their caucuses together with this 4 of Needles, this sorrow, this pain, this sickness. The King of Needles reversed, which is, they're being too judgmental, they're showing weakness, and then the King of Matches, the poor leader. But potential near future, the potential outcome is Judgment and the 3 of Cups. So let's see, is that 3 of Cups Democrat or Republican? in terms of coming together for the impeachment. What is this Three of Cups about? Who is it for? It's for the unknown, reversed. It's for the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Buttons, working together. It's for, I should look at this first because I can't see what that is. Six of Buttons, giving and receiving. Well, who's giving and who's the party that seems to be giving and receiving most? I think it's the Democrats. However, I think they're going to come to some resolution on this. I don't think that Trump is going to get what I want him to get. But I think he is going to have judgment. And I think the Ace of Swords is coming after him and bring us a new way to look at things with Trump. All right. 21 minutes. All right. This is good. I'm going to end this here. Before I go, though, I got a note that said, Kevin said hi. So I want to say hi back to Kevin. Kevin is one of my subscribers, and his beautiful aunt and mother sometimes write to me. So this is a card for Kevin. Kevin, you going to share this card? Yeah, he is. He's a giver. So this is the card that we leave with. Huh? Look at that. King of Air. So this is the King of Swords. King of Truth. He sees the truth. He knows the truth. And he will dispense justice accordingly. He's the king. So as we leave this reading, and as we leave this energy that has seemed to permeate today with different news cycles and different I feel like, this astrological intensity for me and for some other people who have talked with me today is way up at the upper realms of 200. And if that's the case, make sure that you're not, that we are not taking somebody's energy that's not ours. Are we just riding on this anxiety? I mean, they even were talking about how that the Department of Homeland Security issued a threat saying, look out, there could be more stuff coming. Well, yeah, it's true. There could be more stuff coming all the time. We have to be aware and prepared for it. Uh-oh. I'm just going to let it rain. Peace and love, y'all. Bye-bye.